Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Alvarado. I'm a grad student here at FIU in the Organizational Science program, and we're going to be talking about employee selection, but considering this article here with Decisions and Desire. This article is by Gardner Moss, and we're talking about emotions and decisions with employee selection, and this article is great because today we're going to delve into this Decisions and Desire, an insightful article by Gardner Moss that explores the profound impact of our emotional and logical brain centers on decision making. This article challenges us to think about these dynamics influence in personnel selection, for better and for worse. His hypothesis is in trying to understand and trying to explain to us the interplay between our dog brains and rational mind and how this can enhance our recruitment strategies, making them more nuanced and effective. On the other hand, it's going to be much more costly and time-consuming with training, and it might raise concerns about the reliability of decisions swayed by emotional biases. Insights from this research can enrich the hiring process, but be careful of relying on instinctful judgments and overrepresenting them, because these could affect challenges in the employee hiring process. Understanding our brain's role in hiring decisions. In Decisions and Desire, Gardner Moss fascinatingly highlights the internal conflict between our instinctful dog brain and our more rational mind. When we are selecting candidates, this tug of war can manifest in both helpful and challenging ways. Positively, our dog brains can quickly signal a good fit on our candidate's energy or demeanor. On a candidate's energy or demeanor, it might also push us to make snap judgments that could overlook a potentially great employee whose resume doesn't immediately stand out. Understandingly, this can help us fine-tune our approach to ensure we are considering both instinctive impression and thoughtful analysis in our hiring decisions and considering potential candidates. The interplay of emotion and logic. In the interplay of emotion and logic, Gardner Moss spotlights the often unseen tug of war between our dog brains, our instinctive emotional responses, and our logical mind during decision making. This internal conflict can significantly affect how we choose candidates during the hiring process. For instance, a hiring manager might feel a strong gut reaction to a candidate, which could either cloud their judgment or perhaps even reveal a genuine compatibility not evident from the credentials that the candidate provided alone. This understanding of this dynamic helps us to refine our approach to selecting personnel while stirring for a balance that leverages instinctful insights without compromising our rational evaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, my team members are going to be handing out we're going to be doing 3 questions with you. The first question is here. Can anyone share a personal experience where your gut feeling significantly influenced a hiring decision? You could do it anonymous. You could place your names. If you want to ask a question, we'll put aside 90 seconds for each question, and then we'll continue. But if you want to talk to us later on after the class, you can write down the question and we can talk to you afterwards. Okay, moving on. Neuroscience's insights. What neuroscience tells us about hiring. Morse explores how neuroscience reveals that our emotional reactions can both evade and complicate our hiring decisions. Imagine you're really impressed by a candidate's charisma in an interview. The positive emotion response might make you overlook whether they truly fit this job, the requirements, their organizational fit, because you feel a gut instinct towards this individual. Morse's insights can give us valuable first impressions. We must also critically balance these feelings with solid evidence and rational thought to make the best hiring choices. The gut instincts is the dog side of the brain, where our human side of the brain is the one that's hiring all the organizational side of the paperwork. The balance of the two of them is where the neuroscience insights are coming in on this. The real life application of this and applying the neuroscience to improve the hiring process, this is where our job comes in. Digging into the directions and desire, we learn that being aware of how making these decisions and drastically trying to improve how we hire. But the real problem is understanding these psychological underpinnings. We could design our hiring processes to be more balanced. This means not just with our gut, but supporting our instincts with structured interview techniques and consistent evaluation criteria. Example, behavioral interviews. Behavioral interviews are awesome because they prompt candidates to describe past experience that help us see beyond first impressions and assess their true potential more fairly. Everybody has been in a situation where they've given a bad first impression. But if you're able to be given a behavioral interview question where you can rely on a past experience, this is an added feature that can help us in the hiring process. And I'm glad that Morse is bringing this to light. Here's our discussion question number 2. How might we adjust our interview techniques to better balance emotional and rational factors? Again, we'll give you guys 90 seconds, please, to ask any questions. We'll move on. Harnessing our brains for better hiring. As we explore the dual understanding of these techniques, recognizing emotional influence, structured design making, reflective practice, training and awareness, and feedback loops, understanding the dual role of emotion and logic in our decision making can profoundly enhance how we approach these decision making techniques. By consciously balancing the clash, we can reinforce selection process to choose the best candidates before we foster a more inclusive workplace. Let's commit to being more mindful of the dynamics in our next hiring sessions. Consider what tasks or techniques we can use to better assess the balance of our dog brain instincts and rational thought in our decisions. Thank you all for reflecting on Morse's insights in decision and desire. By recognizing both the strategies and pitfalls of emotional decision making, we can make more balanced and informed choices in employee selection. I believe that these perceptions are crucial for us avoiding bias and irrational decisions in whatever future organizations or projects we move into. In conclusion, discussion question 3, in what ways can we apply our understanding of emotional and logical interplay in our brains to create a more deliberate and balanced hiring strategy? Guys, please, answer whatever you think best, honestly. I appreciate all your time and everything. Thank you for your time and patience. I leave you with this third and final discussion question. Thank you.